I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Pau Gasol with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Will Barton, Aaron Gordon out there with Kent Bazemore. Then it's Pau Gasol, and it's Walker in the one. Gasol passes to Walker. Here's Barton. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And the Spurs lead by 8.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Monroe with a screen on Gordon. Green dishes to Monroe. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D. And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Suns trail by 9. And that one's good. That's 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Kicks it to Barton. Outside Gasol. Gasol is doubled. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Lowry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Kemba Walker picks one up. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. Difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. Out left to the wing. Kept alive.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Gasol missing again.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Look at what Kyle Lowry's been doing. He's got 8 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
Lyles checked in for Phoenix. And San Antonio has possession. They've led by as many as 11 points. Gordon kicks to Walker. San Antonio again missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Gasol's in the post. Covered by Monroe. And Gasol gets it to go. Gasol's got 16 points.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Here's Monroe. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Monroe's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Cody Zeller's checked in for Monroe. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Mills in for Kyle Lowry. And here's Mills from the arc. Good on the shot. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Clark Lyles, one of the many great players to come out of Kentucky and be eligible for this draft. He didn't wow as much as his teammates. I'm telling you what, he can play.
He's got a lot of game. He's actually one of my sleepers, Kevin, because he can do everything well. He can handle it. He goes both ways. He can shoot it. He defends. Really good IQ. I like this guy as being a surprise producer as an NBA player.
And guys, with Lyles playing out of position can be a blessing and a curse. I mean, he didn't get to play in his comfort zone and put up big numbers, but his skill set grew from the minutes he had to spend outside of that comfort zone.
The Suns making a switch here. Sims is checked in. Inside. They shoot again. A nice shot by Zeller.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
The feed to Ilyasova. Calderon, that's good. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And here's Mills. Sims in the corner. Down low. Zeller. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Vince Carter picks one up.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
From deep, Ilyasova. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the